What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here with your daily update on Bitcoin and Litecoin. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to start out in the bigger time frames, move into the smaller, and try to figure out what's going on and what our next move might be. Also, I want to remind you guys, there's a free Discord group. There's a link to it in the description below the video. Definitely check it out, guys. Awesome community. Best crypto community in crypto, bar none. Definitely don't forget to check it out. And there's some other affiliate links down there. You can get some free crypto, some bonuses, and yeah, some discounts on some stuff. So definitely check the affiliate links out. They really help the channel out, guys. Let's get into the video, see what's going on. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research. As this market is extremely volatile and risky, also keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. With that being said, if you're new here, you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash the likes and leave a comment. By leaving a comment, you're also entering to win the free t-shirt. We'll do a random comment pick on the Sunday video, and you'll have 24 hours to retrieve the t-shirt. So definitely don't forget to do that, and let's get into the video. All right, so, oh yeah, and the t-shirt, you'll be able to pick off my wife's webpage. It's inkyyourimage.com. She does sell crypto gear. There's t-shirts, hats, mugs, coffee mugs, aluminum signs. And she can put any crypto you want, any saying you want, even if you want to put, you know, family pictures on them, whatever. She can do all that too. It's not just crypto. Great ideas for Christmas presents. So just another way to help support the channel, guys. Let's get back into Bitcoin. All right, so looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, and I know everybody's getting pretty bearish and kind of scared here. I am not... I'm not bearish yet at all, guys, and I'll show you why. I'm still looking at this as a bull flag, and I'm looking at it as we already broke out of it right here. Whoops, sorry about that. Right here. And if we zoom in, you can see I have a touch here. That's my top trend line, which we've broken out of, and the two touches on the bottom. That's all it takes to confirm a bull flag. Still believe we're in a macro bull flag right here. And we'll take a measured move, measuring it as a falling channel. And that is up to the 13.3 is our target off of that. Put this back over here. And as long as we stay above this, guys, right here, on this weekly candle, the bottom of that is 88, about 88.60. So as long as we stay above that, or at least close above that this weekend, I think we're still in good shape. But let's take a look at the next measured move. The next measured move being measuring from the breakout right over here around the 5,700. Measuring that as the flagpole, bringing it up to the top. And that measured move gets us up to 17.7. And guys, it doesn't mean we have a green candle shooting straight up to this. This stuff takes time. This is the macro chart. It's the weekly. So also, this measured move from the breakout at April 1st at around 4,100 bucks, and measuring that as the flagpole, put it up to the top of the flag, gets us to the 19,200 range. Now, let's go into the 1 hour and take a look at what's going on here. So I moved this line, guys, if you've been watching. I moved this trend line to this wick. I'll zoom in so you can see it. So this wick right here, so it's off of these two wicks. We got another touch here, and we broke through here, and we're popping back up. You know what, let me go back to the weekly, and we're going to look at the EMAs here. As you guys know, I like to use my EMAs. I don't like simple moving averages on crypto, just EMAs. As you can see, we had a fake cross here, came back up. Now they're all still right in this area. They are curving down, but obviously, this won't really mean anything till the end of the week and we see where we're at. But let's look at the daily, see what that's telling us. As you can see on the daily, the EMAs are curving down. We were almost ready to cross the 21 across the 55 here. I still believe that could happen. This could be a bear trap, but as you can see, they were getting ready to cross on the daily, and now we're curving down. If we drop down more and close down here for the daily, chances are they'll cross down, and that would be bearish, guys. And I would be looking for a move down to probably around the 200 EMA at 86.92. We'll go into the shorter time frames and look at that and look at some targets there. But as of right now, like I said, we dropped below this trend line, and we are trying to hold above it now as I'm making this video. When I'm done with this video, by the time you see it, we could be down in here or back up in here. But as of right now, making this video on the Coinbase chart is 89.88. But it does look like we're trying to get support on this EMA here right now. Look. Also, volume is declining, so we really haven't had a major move yet. This, like I said, this could be a drop down and, you know, a bear trap and move straight up. Let's look at the RSI, see if that's telling us anything. And in the RSI on the daily, this is not supposed to be here. Let me get that off there, guys. And there we go. So we're looking at this falling channel, which we've broken out of. And now if you look up here, this in the RSI, in the daily, this does look like a bull flag right here still. I drew this line up top as the resistance, cloned it, put it down here, and we're getting our second touch now. If that breaks through, that'll invalidate that if we close the daily below this. So keep in mind, we have to close the daily close below this before we can consider that bearish and down. So let's look at 4-hour RSI and see what's going on there. I'll also tell you a trade I'm looking at here in a minute, so definitely stick around for that. But what I'm looking at here is this rising broadening wedge. And this is our resistance line for our RSI and our support line down here. We could be coming down, guys, to retest the bottom of this line here. I've also drawn in this trend line here for a resistance, this for a support, looking like a channel, but it only has one touch, so there's really no confirmation that's what that is. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And this is the 4-hour. So let's go into the price action. And this is what I've switched up a little bit, guys. I was looking at this as a bull flag over here. I had a measured move of the 97.25. I am going to leave that there because I still believe if we get up here, that's going to be a resistance area. But the reason I took it off, I'll show you real quick why that got invalidated for me. I was looking at this as a bull flag, and this was the, let me zoom in, and this was the retest right here of the top of it at 9,050 range. And as long as we stayed above that, I would still have considered that valid, but we did drop below it over here. So now I had to readjust and look at some different trend lines, and that's what I'm doing now. So where we're at now, like I said, we got above this, and now we're in the 4-hour. Same trend line here where we had resistance, resistance, broke above, and we had 2 touches of support on that line. Now we've broken through it again, came back up, and as of making this video right now, we are testing it one more time. Now the area to watch, guys, and what I'm doing here, I don't know if most of you guys are hodlers or traders. As you guys know, I have a hodl position that I hold on to and don't plan on getting rid of. And I do also trade and try to accumulate more Bitcoin by trading leverage. I use Bybit exchange. I will put a tutorial up here if you guys are interested in trying leverage trading. I don't suggest you do high leverage, especially if you're new. It's very dangerous. But if you look here, our EMAs are crossing over. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to put a short right down here, right under this trend line. You can see we had, let me zoom in. We had 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Looking at the yellow line, looking at this as a possible descending triangle. We'll take another look at another trend line here because we could also put a trend line from these 2 peaks right here. But right now I'm looking at the thicker orange ones here, and we had a touch here at 89.11 and another touch here And if we break through, I'm going to have a short just below this around the 88.90 range. And I will put my stop loss just above this trend line here. So if it does have a fake out and come back, shoot right back up, I will get stopped out for a small loss instead of, you know, taking a huge loss and getting liquidated or whatnot. But, yeah, that's where I'm at. And if it comes down and I do get in this short here, I will move my stop into profit as soon as possible so I don't get stopped out here. But anyways, like I said, I do have a Bybit tutorial, and I do have a link below. If you sign up, you get a $60 bonus. So it's a free $60 for trading if you use my link down below. So anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Let's look at our measured moves now. If we measured this whole thing as a descending triangle, which I don't really like because of the way it formed with this big wick here, but we'll still take a look at it. If we were to break up out of this, that gets us up to around that 10.9 range, guys, that we've been talking about for quite some time. We had major resistance back here on that 10.9. We just could not get above it. If we are able to break above that anytime in the near future, we can use that as support, that's going to be huge, guys. So let's look at our next measured move here. If we took a measured move of just a smaller triangle, and this does look like a descending triangle, but there's other ways to look at it too. Could have looked at it as a wedge or a symmetrical triangle here. Let me show you real quick. If we use this trend line here, the skinnier one, and one here, looking at this more as a, that really doesn't look right. I'm not even gonna go there because that doesn't look right, guys. So anyways, yeah, the measured move off of this breaking up here would be that $10,200 range. Still looking at these. First, we got to come up and break this 97 if we're gonna break up, guys. But keep in mind, it is looking bearish here, but remember, guys, this is how they do stop hunts. They could drop it down and come right back up and shoot up and continue up from there. And that's more what I'm looking for than a huge drop. But again, like I said, it's definitely possible. And we're going to take a look at these targets here as to what they are and where we're at now. Move this stuff out of the way a little bit. Get the Fibonacci retracement in here. Bring it up to the... We start the Fibonacci retracement right here on the swing low and bring it up to the swing high. And if you look at where we're at right now, we had this target here, 89.22, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci, which we bounced off it once here, and we got another bounce off it here, directly on that 0.5. So if that holds and we can break up out of these the first break would have to be around the 91.90, let's say $9,200. If we can break above that, get support, then we'd be looking at that 9,300, and it's like right around 9,312, 9,320 range. If we can break above that, get support, then we're headed up to these, guys. But if not, we break down here and it's not just a fake out, shoot back up. The next stop is going to be the 0.618, which is 85.32. If it's a stop hunt, guys, I want to look at this real quick. This yellow line here, let me get this off of here. Well, first we'll look at them. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm tired and I got to go to work soon. So looking at this 0.786, this would be the worst case scenario in my opinion, would be around the $8,000 mark, getting a bounce off of there, which we could be looking at. Definitely keep that as a possibility, guys. I'm still biased to the upside. But like I said, keep in mind, if we do drop below here, there's another support I'd be looking at, which is the top of that big bull flag. And that would be, depending on where we hit it here, somewhere in the $8,600 to $8,700 range, probably around the $8,700. I would look for a bounce there. And if we're not able to bounce back up above that, where we break through here, the 89.22 range, which until we break down there, guys, I wouldn't worry about it. But if that does happen, we get a bounce off here, we could still be looking at that 0.618 at 85.30. So that's where I'm at with Bitcoin. It's kind of a crazy spot right now. And guys, if we do come up this way, I will do the opposite as down here. If we break this, I will put in a long and put my stop just under it. And again, like I said, I have a Bybit link down below. I also have a Prime XBT link that gives you a 35% bonus if you sign up. You can check them out down below the video. All right, let's go into Litecoin. So Litecoin, been looking at this as a falling wedge on the daily. We take the measured move off of that where we broke out here, guys. It is $114. And again, just like a Bitcoin, doesn't mean we shoot straight up, guys. All right, let's take a closer look what's going on in here. And we're looking at this as a bull flag. It still is a possible bull flag with a measured move from where it broke out here to the $72 range, 72 to 73. This says 72.79. These aren't exact, guys, but that would line up with the 200 EMA. As you can see, they were looking to cross here and kind of got a fake out. And now the 8 EMA is turning down. The 13 is more or less going sideways, and also the 21. What we need here in Bitcoin and Litecoin both is a nice move up today. So let's look at the RSI. All right, looking at the RSI, we were looking at this rising channel, came out of it in the falling channel. We broke out of it, and now we're back in it. But keep in mind, guys, this is the daily. If we close down here in the daily, chances are we're going to go further down. But we still can tick up above it in the daily as long as we close above it in the by the end of the day. Let's go into the 4 hour. All right, the 4 hour, I've switched this up a little bit too. Also, zoom in a little bit. I just drew these two trend lines, a resistance and a support off here, actually. And let me straighten these out. So it does look like we've broken, well, no, we could put that one there like that. This could end up being like a wedge here. But let's keep in mind that we are in the 4 hour. If we can keep closing above this, most likely we'll continue up. If we go down below, I would be looking for the RSI to, this is a cloned line down here for the support. I would look for the RSI to get a bounce off of here if we break through this trend line here. Going to the price action, see what's going on. All right, same thing, guys. I am still looking at this as a bull flag because we have not passed the point of where we broken out, and the measured move off of that also gets us up to that 72.79. So I'm still looking at that Litecoin. Litecoin could be a clue, guys, of what Bitcoin's going to do. Litecoin a lot of times leads the way. Also have this trend line here where I think we'll most likely get some resistance, as we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on here. The next one I would look to be around the $69 range, most likely, if we get up there. But to get up there, we have to break this 64.31, I think it is, somewhere in that range. It is, yeah, about the 64.40 range. We are getting support off of this trend line here, the blue, which was looking at this as a triangle or a bull flag with a falling channel here. The measured move of that falling channel we already hit. And could this possibly be, this is what I see possibly happening here, guys. We came up, down, up. Possibly a breakthrough there up top. If we do that, will probably be a very strong move. Damn it, all right. So let's take a measured move of that and see what that might be. If we looked at this as a rising triangle or ascending triangle, bull flag with a measured move, that would get us up to around the 78.71 range. Let's put a target there. That would line up with this trend line, which would be probably right around a week from now for us to get up there, if that plays out, guys. That's not guaranteed. And let's take a look at what happens if we break down below this trend line. which as of right now, this in there, as of right now, guys, it is around the 59.40 range. If we're right below that, we're most likely headed to one of these targets down below, and we'll take a look at this here. Start from the swing low and the Fibonacci retracement up to the swing high, which looks like we had, looking at it on the 4-hour, could be considered a triple top. We did have these two tweezers here that touched and this long wick over here. So measuring that, there's actually, you know, we could get a bounce off. If we break through here, we could get a bounce off that 57.90, which is the 0.382. I would look for that area. If we break through, then we're looking at next point. Actually move that down a little bit. The 0.5 retracement would be at the 55.78 range, and the 0.618 down would be around the $53.80 to $54 range, and the next line of support would be 50.93. As you guys know, if we go lower than this low over here, it could get bad. But as of right now, guys, I really don't think, I'm not too bearish yet until Bitcoin breaks down below that 89.22 and the 200 EMA on the 4-hour, which is 88.84 area, if it was to come down straight now. Yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. Sorry, don't have a whole lot more time. I didn't have a whole lot of time to go through the charts today, but that is what I'm looking at. I'm not too bearish yet. I think this all could end up being a fake out. Let me get rid of this. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to check out down below my wife's crypto page, anchorimage.com. Check it out if you can use anything. Like I said, help support the channel. There's also the Bybit and the Prime XBT links if you guys want to try leverage trading. I just suggest not to do high leverage and don't use your whole portfolio. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed. Tick the notification bell to get you notified. Smash the likes. Leave a comment for a free chance to win a free t-shirt on Sunday. And I'm out, guys. See you later.